Show. This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Turn on this here, a little bit of that. There we go. There. Turn on the mic and boom. Day after Thursday, Friday, boom. Almost to the weekend, boom. Thank you very much. Here we are, yeah, Friday. I will take a little taste of Friday. We're just so close to the weekend on a gorgeous afternoon in Syracuse. And anywhere else you are, unless it's raining, and in which case, my bad. But it's nice here. It's looking good in Syracuse on a Friday on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. I am Cody Mack. I feel like I'm yelling. I was yelling. I was way too loud. It's Friday. Relax. Relax, bud. You're going to wake the baby. Careful. All right? We're on ESPN Radio again, 97.7, 100.1, 315-437 7644. Call me up. We can have a chat about all of the things if you'd like. Big weekend around here. I know there's some type of sporting event going on, or two, maybe even. Yeah, there's a lot going on in Syracuse. Got Syracuse and Youngstown State tomorrow, and that's later on in the day, and they moved up the football game, right? For that? Is that what happened? Syracuse and Cal? All right, just saying. Josh and I played that game today, and I was Cal, and I won on K-Rock's morning show. Just saying, it has no impact on the game at all, unless it has every bit of impact. In which case, told you. I'm just kidding. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be an awesome day, and you'll have all of that coverage very soon and all day tomorrow as well. So don't worry about that. I'll tell you about all the things that are happening elsewhere and other things going on in and around the country and the world. I don't know about the world. I don't have any world information. And then there's the Carmelo Anthony Son's announcement later on tonight. I'm not as worried. He's coming here. Not worried. No big deal. Everyone's all like, oh, no, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's coming to Syracuse. God. You heard it right here first. I'm not even pish-posh. Kids still say that? Pish-posh? Concerned, none in the least. So, but there'll be all that coverage as well. You can find out what happens right here on Q Sports Talk on the Twitch. So make sure you're paying attention there. And again, 97.7, 100.1 for all your Q's information. But I've got other information for you. Like last night's game, another awesome Thursday night game. There's been some good games. I kind of wish this one wasn't on past my bedtime, because I'm not going to lie, it was after a Cocoa Puffs episode. I do a cannabis show on Thursday nights on Twitch, and needless to say, I was a little sleepy. I was just resting my eyes during the game. But it was still a really, really good one that got better as it went on, because in the first quarter, you had Washington with Brian Robinson Jr. He did play yesterday. I mentioned that earlier on. I wasn't sure if he's going to, and he did. He got the first touchdown of the game. And then Washington and the Eagles kind of traded field goals for a little while, and touches, I guess, because it is tackle football. And then they got into the fourth quarter where it just got wild, where it was touchdown, 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 touchdown. Game over. But in what order? What happened was Jaden Daniels, he made a couple mistakes last night, His team bailed him out a little bit. Jalen Hurts played a lot better as the veteran. Saquon Barkley could be MVP of the league. We might have to take a look at MVP projections next week because he is rapidly moving up that list. Giants kicking themselves in the ass for letting him go and keeping Daniel Jones. And just another guy the Cowboys could have had, but just let slip through my greedy little fingers. Gary, I got my fingers are all skin and bones. Saquon, he slipped through my hands. And he had another awesome game. But, yeah, Jaden Daniels last night for Washington in that fourth quarter. He got stopped on a 4th and 2, which set up Jalen Hurts having a big old throw to Goddard, who also played, who I wasn't sure if he was going to play. He did play. However, he fumbled, but then they recovered it because that was actually huge because that's when Saquon gets one of his first of his 2 touchdowns in about 20 seconds for the Eagles.
43-yard attempt to take the lead. Oh, boy, juggled it. Lucky he came away with it, and then he gets slammed out of bounds short of the first down. Off the fake. Finally has a ton of time and wide open. Catch is made. Goddard loses the ball, but the Eagles are there to recover it. So the call is on the ground, and a first down, and a ton more. Barkley, touchdown. And the extra point, which is pretty important here, is just good.
And that actually was kind of important, that extra point being good, because it almost wasn't good. But you heard there Saquon Barkley scoring that touchdown, and immediately after that, there was the kickoff to Washington, and Jaden Daniels makes a mistake, as rookies do. That was discussed yesterday. When will Jaden Daniels show that he is a rookie? And yesterday, last night, a few times, where he showed it, this being one of them. Very next play for Washington, he throws a pick, and then Saquon gets the ball right back.
So Commanders down by 9. Daniels fires over the middle, and is Reed Blankenship. You're going to have days like this, but down by 9 now in the battle for first place. Barkley! Does he have another one? Yes, he does. Touchdown.
Touchdown. He gets another one in like 20 seconds. Literally within about 20 seconds. He had that rush after the Goddard fumble and recovery. That was a touchdown. There was the Washington immediately threw a pick, and then he got the ball back and scored. 2 touchdowns, 20 seconds. Fantasy owners everywhere rejoice because he is unstoppable this year. And then at the end of the game, the Washington put up a little bit of a fight here, and Zach Ertz, the people are calling it a garbage time touchdown, but it really wasn't because he gets a touchdown, and then they were like, nope, he did not get the 2-point conversion, but he did to make this a closer game than it probably should have been.
That will be enough for a first down. Zach Ertz again, 3rd and 5. Daniels escapes. That pass is hauled in at the 6-yard line. 7 and 4, and the Eagles are going to go to 8 and 2. And that will be caught for a touchdown. So Zach Ertz, what do you want me to tell you? Here's the 2-point try here. Daniels rolling, trying to get rid of it, looking downfield. Can somebody get open? No. Got open, but out of bounds.
After review, it was determined that the receiver had both feet in bounds, maintained control.
But what about an onside kick?
What happens? Here's your onside kick. Here's your bouncing ball.
Right to go.
And that will secure it.
Oh, okay, it's over. Yeah, Eagles win. It was a really good game, though. It was close, man. It was a close game, and it was actually a really fun game to watch the pieces that I saw because I was a sleepy little boy. I couldn't help myself. But, yeah, it was a game where the veterans played better than the rookie and his counterparts. And this is also a very funny clip. Scott Van Pelt of ESPN is a known Washington fan, and he's got to do interviews after the game, maybe with like a Jalen Hurts, the Eagles quarterback.
Hey, Scott, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? You're a DMV guy, huh?
I mean, is this what we're going to do? Is this really what we're going to do? I mean, I'm okay. Hey, we'll see. Hey, we'll see you down here in a little bit. That's okay. No, I'm okay. Listen, no joke.
I was just asking,
man. No joke. You guys, everyone knows what you are. They're trying to build down here, but you know, we look forward to seeing you in our neighborhood in a while. I know there'll be a lot of Philly fans in the building.
Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, they do play again later in the season here. I know the Eagles They play the Ravens coming up pretty soon, and that'll be a tough test. The Eagles' schedule definitely gets a lot harder, that is for sure, but it helps that they possibly have the MVP of the league in Saquon Barkley. Are they the best team in the league as well?
Man, and the Eagles, are they the best team in the NFC? That's something that we have to start talking about. I mean, you talk about the Lions, and we saw the Lions the other night, and the Lions they looked very beatable. And, you start looking at the Philadelphia Eagles with the consistency, how Jalen Hurts is playing that offensive line. Saquon Barkley looks like he's the best. He looks like he's the MVP of the league, at least the offensive player of the year. I mean, can we be talking about the Philadelphia Eagles? I mean, really making a run and being the best team in the NFC, Mike.
And think about how their season's gone. They were 2-2 at their bye. They had a very early bye, week 5. They got embarrassed by the Buccaneers, and that made me sellers of the Eagles because, guys, you got embarrassed by the Bucs in Tampa in the playoffs. That's the game that should have been circled on your calendar at the start of the season. We had a chance to go back and get a little redemption, and they looked like crap against the Bucs when they went back down there in week 4. But ever since the bye week, some teams lose their way like the Bears during the bye week. The Eagles found their groove. They've now won 6 in a row. Yes, a lot of those wins are against bad teams, but they still win.
Yeah, and I think they're going to keep winning, to be honest with you. I don't want to admit it, and if you ask me out in public, face-to-face, I'm going to say, no, they're terrible. I hate the Eagles. But in here, in the comfort of this nice little studio where the door's closed and I have my pants off, the Eagles are looking pretty good. The Eagles might be the best throw up team in the NFC. Okay, no, sorry, we're good. I was going to throw up just saying that. How's about this? Let's come back, preview the rest of the NFL season and that number 1 game of the weekend. Bills and Chaps.
Higgins in the 315 every Thursday at 4:30. Brought to you by Fellman Brothers Automotive on the Pulse of the Orange. ESPN Radio 97.7.
Raptors are, I don't know where that question's from, Raptors or Pistons, but how you doing, KJ Morello? I would say Raptors, or probably Raptors, right? Pistons aren't very good. I don't think the Raptors are either, but where's my face? Oh, there I am. Oh, what a Friday. We're all almost done, everybody, right? Is everybody almost done? That one, no. That one, no. That one, no. Huge game on Sunday. Ho, ho, ho. What are you guys all doing this weekend? Anything fun? Chevelle, we're getting there, bud. 45 minutes long. 45 minutes long left, right? We're all getting there. And then I'll put my pants back on to go home and take them back off. Yeah, but what's for dinner? We always have that debate on a Friday. What's for dinner? Pizza? I do got to go to Tops, but I could do it in the morning. I don't know.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Oh, yeah. Made for fun. There we yeah. Getting into a weekend groove here on The Sports Show. Cody Mack. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. 315-437-7644. It's a telephone number. Guess I could open up the lines. You guys are blowing them up. I mean, they've all been so busy. Wait, don't laugh after it, dumbass. Twitch. This is QSportsTalk.com. That's where you look at this. All of this. You can look at it, right? That's me. If you're watching already, I was pointing at my own face. Big old weekend in the Cuse. Got lots of stuff going on. Basketball tomorrow, football tomorrow. Big old announcement tonight where Melo's son is absolutely announcing he's coming to Syracuse. I mean, it's a little anticlimactic since he's definitely coming to the Cuse. I mean, I'm just saying. Take my word for it, but whatever. All right, how's about this here? We do a little reverse what we usually do. This usually comes on a little bit later on a Friday and talk about the games of the weekend for the NFL because we got some big ones here. And we'll hear from Chris Brown as well. Your voice of the Buffalo Bills is K-Rock Josh and myself. Talk to him every week. Mostly just K-Rock Josh. But this Sunday is chock full of awesome NFL action. A game that could be good, I'm giving honorable mentions to, is the Packers-Bears game. If the Bears at home and the division rivalry game can, call upon all of those old-timey things that we all do, where it's a rivalry, it's a division game, and we're at home, then that could be a good game. Honorable mention. You go over there. Well, not there, though, because I'm going to need to touch those things. You go over there. And then for the actual games of the week here, this one has potential to be a fun game. Sunday Night Football, Bengals, Chargers, although I thought they flexed this out. Maybe they didn't. But Bengals at 4-6. Joe Burrow always hucking tutties, even if, they lose the games most of the time. And the Chargers with Jim Harbaugh are just a lot of fun. Oh, I forgot. That's what I was going to do, you idiot. I wanted to have that clip of Jim Harbaugh. Did anybody see that? of Justin Herbert. I'm calling Justin Herbert a beast over and over and over. Whatever. If they win, I'll play it. It'll be like a little treat. That could be game 5 of the weekend. Game 4, Falcons-Broncos could be fun because the Falcons need a bounce-back game after that loss to the Saints. And the Broncos' defense is fun, and it's a home game for the Broncos at 4 o'clock. So you never know out there. There could be like a foot of snow. I looked it up. There's not going to be, but there could. You never know. There's always potential. Number 3 game of the weekend on NFL Sunday, Seahawks, 49ers. That's always a fun game. I need it to be high scoring as hell because I think I'm going to roll with Geno Smith as my starting quarterback fantasy football-wise over Derek Carr. That should be a fun game. Christian McCaffrey is back. He looked good, so maybe it'll be a nice high-scoring affair. The hell was that? Did a train just derail? Good God. Number 2, which this could be number 1, Ravens-Steelers should be a real fun game at 1 o'clock. This didn't get flexed in the Sunday Night Football game of the week, is it not? Am I mistaken? Either way, doesn't matter. It should be an awesome game. 7-3, 7-2. Lamar Jackson versus Russell Wilson. I know. I'm saying it just as confused because I'm just as confused as you are, but that should be a really good game. And then your number 1 game of the week, I would say, would be your Bills-Chiefs. And that is shaping up to be an absolute hell of a game, man. 4:25 on Sunday. Bills at home. I kind of think this is the one that they get over the Chiefs. But I also have a weird suspicion that the Chiefs kind of are going to go into this game being like, oh, you got us after they lose and not show the Bills anything because they know they very well could meet in the playoffs. So this could be a game where the Chiefs do nothing. They lose, and they go, don't care. We're looking really go undefeated the entire time anyway. Too much pressure. Thank you. But that's not really, I think, the Chiefs' MO or Chicken Tendies, Andy Reid, or Patrick Mahomes. So, oh, man, that is just going to be a great game. It's one of those games where it's like, it's Sunday, but I don't want to root for the weekend to be over, but I really want to root for it to be Sunday at 4 right now. Stephen A. Smith thinks the Bills going to win on Sunday.
S.A., let me ask you this. Will the Chiefs get their first loss of the season?
I believe so. I'm not going to predict that anybody's going to go 16-0. And obviously, I think that one could say this is the toughest game left on the Kansas City Chiefs schedule. Not only are you going up against a Buffalo Bills team that is 8-2, that has looked better than any of us had anticipated, that has an MVP caliber player at the quarterback position, but you're also on the road in Buffalo, okay? And Josh Allen is 0-3 in playoff competition against Patrick Mahomes, although he's won 3 of the 4 regular season encounters going up against him. You look at what this game could mean in terms of elevating the level of confidence that the Buffalo Bills would need to feel in order to legitimately contend for a Super Bowl title this year. I think that goes a long way. I think that when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs offense, even though they're clearly a better team this year than they even were last year when they won the damn Super Bowl, they still, as I said the other day, give you the thought that they can be had. There's no reason for a team to lack confidence going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. If you are a quality football team, you should be looking at them and seeing some holes and being able to say, I think we can take them.
And which is so weird that an undefeated Chiefs team they just won the Super Bowl the last, 15 years in a row, Chiefs Super Bowl champions. And there's people that are looking at them going, I don't think they're that good. But somehow they keep winning the game. A lot of it, people are saying it's the refs. And the Chiefs' favorite ref is reffing the game on Sunday. The Chiefs are undefeated when he refs the games. There's a little fun fact for you. A lot of people not giving the Chiefs any hope. A lot of people also think that Patrick Mahomes needs to do a lot more to help him win games, which is kind of weird because, again, I thought, he was the reason that they're winning all the games. I don't know. This is a crazy season. I love football.
This is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. Far be it for anybody to bring up how he's looking right now. Far be it for anybody to bring up that, you know what, he's still Patrick Mahomes, but in the same breath, he hasn't looked like the great Patrick Mahomes we've known to come. We've been known to come and love and revere. Oh, no. Now he's looked a bit ordinary, and they're being saved by their defense. I mean, is it safe to say that, RC and L? Is it safe to say that, Cam? I think it is based on the answer that you just gave. I just want to make sure. Because the answer to this question, do the Chiefs need more from Patrick Mahomes to three-peat? You're damn right they do. And here's the reason why. Because of the competition that you're going to have to go against. Is it Lamar Jackson great? Aren't we hearing him knocking on the door, RC? I think we are. I mean, Josh Allen, he's getting ready to show up this weekend. Don't we expect greatness from Josh Allen? I think we do. By the way, the Pittsburgh Steelers have come up the rear. Look at them making some noise. We didn't anticipate that coming. Now we're talking about Russell Wilson in a very complimentary fashion. We can't ignore that, right?
Yeah. I just can't. There's not much left. But it's crazy that all of this doubt surrounding the Chiefs when they've got the refs. No, I mean, that should be a great game this weekend. It should be a phenomenal matchup as there's injuries and stuff that the Bills got to worry about, but the receivers stepping up are looking really good. As you will find out here, as again, K-Rock, Josh, and I talk to Chris Brown of the Buffalo Bills, your voice, every week. And sometimes you get different information when we talk to him as opposed to when you guys hear him on here.
Huge game on Sunday we'll talk about. Let's go back to last week's game because I just saw Spencer Brown's tweet. He says, quote, an argument/conversation that takes place on an NFL field costs roughly $12K, if anyone was curious. Apparently, he's been fined $12,000 for running to Josh's defense after the game. What happened there? Why was that finable?
I'm not sure. Maybe because he did get a flag for it. So the league looks at it and then decides. Usually these guys don't get the FedEx envelope with the fine in it until Thursday. So the NFL is working early and hard this week to dole out fines. So I don't know. Ryan Fitzpatrick was alerted to it. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, he offered to pay Joe Andreessen's fine, which was rescinded, by the way, on appeal. I would anticipate Spencer Brown's going to appeal this one too. But Fitz is aware of it and said he would happily pay it if necessary because that's what linemen should do, stick up for their quarterback.
I mean, that's just classic football. You protect your quarterback, and that was, all right, so let's get into this week. First of all, injury list. We know Keon Coleman is out, right? Dalton Kincaid, do we have any updates on him? Who else is out for this Sunday?
Yeah, it's still unclear right now. I think today will tell us a lot based on practice participation. Yesterday was just a walkthrough. That's kind of where we are at this point in the season. You want to give the bodies an extra day of rest. So Wednesday is really more of a walkthrough day the rest of the way here to have bodies fresher for Sunday. So today's really the first.
I could jump in there for you, Chris, real quick. This is me now actually talking, not me. I would never actually interrupt Chris Brown like that. But I forgot that was in here, as there is injury news that I have that he didn't, because it's a little bit later. Kincaid is actually out for the Bills, and Amari Cooper says that he will play despite him being seen with a cast on his wrist. So sorry, Chris Brown, that can't hear me. Let's see if I picked a correct spot to jump back in. I bet I didn't.
Defeated. 425. First of all, what's the vibe like in town? CBS is sending pretty much every employee they have out to Orchard Park to cover this game. What's the atmosphere? What's the vibe?
People are juiced. Usually the camper lot, there really isn't a camper lot anymore with the new stadium being built, but these are the kinds of games where the camper lot is usually full by tonight, Thursday. So people make it a 4-day weekend, a 3-day weekend at least. So basically there's a community living in the parking lot for about 3 or 4 days for games of this magnitude. And yeah, you're right. CBS is going to have their NFL Today pregame set out here in Lot 6. So we're a 4:25 game. I mean, they're going to be set up here at, 10 o'clock and doing their show leading up to the 1 o'clock games. And then they'll be doing their halftime show for those games before, our game kicks off awesome. At 4:25.
So how do we stop Patrick Mahomes, Chris? What does this team need to do? It just seems like everything always goes Patrick Mahomes' way or Travis Kelce's way. It's just this team, while they are talented, I mean, a blocked field goal is like, it's like everything always goes their way, it seems. It's frustrating sometimes, but what do we do as Bills to stop this team on Sunday?
Do not let Patrick Mahomes have the ball.
And that's it. Yeah, literally. That's No, just kidding. I mean, that is the answer, though. The less time he has with the ball, even if it's 13 seconds. I didn't say that, Bills fans. I never mentioned 13 seconds. Not even in the least. All right, let's come back and spend the entire rest of the show talking about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, because that's tonight on the Sports Show. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Something in my eyeball. Jaguar. Oh, that's awesome, Nick. Hell yeah, dude. Glad you're going to that. That should be an awesome show, too, man. Of course, I think it's another day where they always have scheduled their shows on days I can't go. Oh, chicken and crowd barbecue sauce, Chevelle? That's a good idea. I like chicken. Oh, no. Wow. Well, I didn't do my picks. All right, guys, I'll do my picks in here with you. Ready? Let's do the rest of the games. You guys are my witnesses. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Green Bay and Chicago. I'm taking Green Bay. Jacksonville and Detroit. I'm taking Detroit. Minnesota and Tennessee. Minnesota. Vegas and Miami. I'll take Miami. Rams in New England. I'll take the Rams. Cleveland and New Orleans. I'll take New Orleans. Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Lamar Jackson needs to have a bounce back game. Pittsburgh's been playing really good. I still think Baltimore. Colts and Jets. Oh, Anthony Richardson versus Aaron Rodgers, though. Ugh. Man, that is rough. I'll take the Jets for funsies. Falcons, Denver. I think the Falcons go into Denver and win. Seattle, San Francisco. San Francisco wins. Chiefs and Buffalo. I think Buffalo takes them down. Guys, I think Buffalo wins. Cincinnati and the Chargers. I say the Chargers defense is good enough to take down the Bengals. And Texans, Dallas. I have to take Dallas because I don't want to, but I'm taking the Texans. I don't have to do this. The Texans are going to win. I'm taking the friggin' Texans. I'm allowed to. There. Made my picks. That way when I go over them next week, you guys, they can't be like, you didn't make those. You're a cheater when I get every single one of them correct. Oh, boy. Oh, big stretching. Doing big stretches. Doing big stretches. Hey, Susan. Peepaw Johns. I like Peepaw Johns.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Look at weekend cuz, because weekends were.
And we're inching closer and closer to said weekend. We're getting there. A couple hours left. We're almost there. And then, only a few hours until the biggest fight of ever times. Just kidding. I don't know, man. Oh, this is going to be absolutely wild tonight, guys. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Mike Tyson has been losing his mind the last few days. If you're not familiar with what's going on, Mike Tyson is fighting Jake Paul tonight. 58-year-old Mike Tyson, 27-year-old Jake Paul. Tyson 50-6, Paul 10-1. Tyson those 44 KOs. He's 5'10". If Mike Tyson's 5'10", I'm 5'10". Jake Paul's 6'1". If he's 6'1", I'm 5'10". This should be crazy. I found out that New York, Pennsylvania, and Colorado are among the 7 states that decided not to offer betting action on the fight. Lame as balls, New York. Lame as balls. Let me bet on this, dude. Because this is going to be so much fun. We've been talking about it over on the show a bunch. Spoiler alert, I'm just going to play a bunch of that because the back and forth discussion is way more fun than just me yelling things at you. But Tyson has been saying things like, I'm bringing the devil himself to the ring. When reporters asked who's coming to the ring with him, he's bringing the devil himself. Let's see here. He has struck up a friendship with Jake Paul, but he says no feelings are attached. My own mother should be very careful if she's ever gotten to the ring with me. When it's over, it's over. He slapped him, if you saw that at the weigh-in, because someone stepped on his shoe. So he slapped somebody. He said the F word to a 13-year-old girl. He just used the F word while she was interviewing him. He said that he takes a toad's pus, busts it, takes that toad pus, puts it on a mirror. That toad pus dries up. Then Mike Tyson takes this dried up toad pus, grinds it. Then Mike Tyson took the grounded up toad pus, DMT, smoked it, and then said that God told him to kill Jake Paul. Do I have to say that again? He smoked toad pus and said God told him to kill Jake Paul. I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but this is going to be so much fun. This is just Mike punching pads. That's all. That's all these sounds are that you hear, is him punching a pad, and it sounds like this. Ready? Ready?
Another one. Very ferocious.
Ready?
Beautiful.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes some more.
Jab and then do that.
Ready? He's going to start. Oh. Want some more? Come another one.
Excuse me?
Oh, a jab, ankle change into a nasty uppercut. Mike Tyson's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my God. Some of those things, it was just him from far distance, someone just recording. And he's just punching a pad. I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's going to be so awesome. I cannot wait for tonight. We were talking about it on the show this week about the circus that this is going to be.
We're debating this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight coming up.
It's going to do we're going to do fights.
So you said the whole card kicks off at like 7 something on Friday?
And
yeah.
I think I know there's the two, like the co-main event, but you know how those are where it's like, oh, we have 5 others that you don't have anything, you don't know these, because they can't fill in a whole Jerry's world just for Mike
just
Tyson and
Jake
Paul and that other, was it Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano? I've heard of the names, I think, but I don't know.
It's got a good undercard from what y'all are saying. Obviously, everyone is talking about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of.
My thoughts are that, well, yes, Mike Tyson is 58 years old. Mike Tyson is 58 years old. We've been saying this since day one. His brain ain't right, man. He's a trained killer. Like, his brain is broken. He knows it is.
Yeah, like you've been hitting the head. Well, not even that much, I guess, though. But still, it's just he's not all the way there.
He's not living like you and I. Like, he's not. His brain will snap, if it hasn't already, in that ring, and he's going to do something. I'm going to play the clip here. He's going to do something to hurt the guy.
What, like bite someone's ear twice?
Exactly. So here's...
I don't know.
Now I'm stealing from your sports show. I'm playing a Stephen A. Smith clip.
Oh, I like it. I'll just play this whole clip later.
Sports show. Cody hosts a sports show every day, 3 o'clock, ESPN Radio Q Sports Talk.
You're hearing it right now. Oh, I'm blowing everyone.
Dude, how meta would that be? You play a clip of us playing a Stephen A. Smith clip. It's going to happen. I already know it. I can see the look in his eyes.
How much pressure, if any at all, do you feel to win this fight, even though you're twice his age and you haven't been in the ring in an official sanctioned bout since 2005? How are you feeling pressure-wise about needing to beat him?
Well, I feel in great condition. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I box 8 rounds, and I don't know. I'm ready. I don't look at it as I'm some old guy that's decrepit going to fight this young guy. I'm fighting a guy with 10 fights. You know, he's sensational and he's hot, but I'm fighting a guy with 10 fights, and I just think I can handle this situation.
You going to knock him out?
Well, is he?
I think I'm going to hurt him, yes.
Oh, boy.
I think I'm going to hurt him, yes.
That's not what I asked, but okay. I just said, are you going to knock him out? Yeah, I'm going to hurt him. No, don't hurt him, Mike.
And that's like, I guess, I can see why there's a debate happening around this. And that's great for the fight because it's going to get a lot of eyeballs on it.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing, as of now, costs extra. There is kind of a conspiracy that people think Netflix might drop something on you, but that's not been said.
No. Not yet, but I've seen it happen for different
where you go to
streaming
click
things.
play and it's like, you need to upgrade to the live sports package or something.
Or there'll be random commercials and you're like, oh, actually, to get commercial free now, it's actually this. And you're like,
as of right now, it's included with your Netflix. It's Friday night. They'll fight probably 9 or 10, maybe.
Right.
I don't know. It's
something
in
like
Dallas.
that.
So
yeah.
I don't know what happens. Because I don't feel like it's a work anymore. Do you? I feel like it's a legit fight.
No, there for a while, I was like, this, I could see how they could not rig it, but be kind of like, hey, hey, Mike, you want 50 mil? Well, guess
Let
what?
Jake Paul knock you out.
You're not hitting me in the head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're going to miraculously miss every time you go to take a good headshot. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. But now, I don't think that. Now I think it's an actual fight because I don't think you would need to talk either of them into having it be a real fight. Jake Paul wants this. He needs this to be credible. I know it's a 60-year-old Mike Tyson,
right.
but if Jake Paul wants to do anything in boxing, now is finally what everyone has said for how long has he been doing this crap?
He said he has
5
10
years.
fights. Mike Tyson says he has 10 fights.
Right, so for 10 fights, everybody's been like,
11.
Yeah, but fight a real boxer.
Sure, I get it.
And technically, even though he's 60, here he is.
He's the best there ever was.
But he's 60, but he's still Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
He is, I don't want to say, because again, he still terrifies me, even though he's never going to hear this. I'm still terrified now, and this is a recording. He's dumb. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He's not that dumb, but he knows something about boxing, so he might be smart enough to at least, like he said, to handle the situation.
Mike, come on in. Mike. No.
See, right? You never know.
No.
But you know what I mean? Like, he is a professional fighter. And so in his mind, I feel like he at least knows, like, all right, when he comes at me like this, like, I'm just going to dodge a little bit
Yeah,
here.
and even at 58, like, guys, I know we keep saying 58. 58's not old anymore.
No, it just...
It's older for a boxer, for sure it's old, but...
Yeah, for athletes, stuff like, yeah.
It's like, you're telling me right now, if the Dallas Cowboys could sign a 40-something-year-old Tom Brady, they wouldn't do it? He's still going to be Tom Brady. He still would be able to throw passes. It's what he's done his entire life.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson has done this his entire life. Yep. It's built into him. He's not a normal person.
No, and his last, fight was that That Roy Jones thing, I forgot all about that. He did like a weird exhibition type thing with Roy Jones Jr.
And he lost to Roy Jones?
No, it was, I don't remember what it was. It was a draw or he won. Either way, it wasn't anything spectacular. But the last one in, was it 05 or whenever the hell he fought? Like, I'm sure he doesn't want that on.
No!
Like that to be the way he
goes out?
Finally goes out?
Every day last week, he said in that clip, he boxed 8 rounds.
Yep.
So clearly he's planning on not getting gassed.
Right? So hopefully, he's in good shape. And I don't know. I think to him, all he can picture is that he goes out knocking out the hottest person in the sport right now.
And what I also think...
I don't like Jake Paul either, but he's the hottest person in the sport. And just to interject, this is Cody on the sports show, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1, playing back a discussion Josh and I have had earlier this week on the morning show about this, because that's more fun when two people are having a discussion than me just sitting here. The other thing is, if Jordan out there, if you use that clip of me saying that Mike Tyson is dumb for a reel or whatever, he's going to see it, and I'm going to die. So please, just don't. I'm begging you. Just don't. I don't want to die. I didn't say it. I never called him dumb. I'm just kidding. But right? Okay, sorry. Here we go. Back to the discussion. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson.
What I also think is I feel like Mike Tyson, I have no evidence of this. I feel like he's going to feel disrespected, and I feel like he thinks Jake Paul doesn't respect the sport. Because Jake Paul, for his side of it, he's been putting out all these videos. Clearly, he's wearing a fake belly.
Yep.
And he's like eating chips, and he's like,
being silly.
He's being silly, putting out stupid videos. I feel like Mike Tyson's going to see that as a disrespect. Like, you're disrespecting the sport.
Like, even though I know you're going to take that off and you're going to be ripped.
Yeah, like, we know what you're doing. Like, it's part of your,
the whole gimmick. Him and his brother are very good at
gimmicks.
There's a reason love them or hate them. They're two of the most popular people in the world.
And they are good
the Pauls
at to stick with, the wrestling terminology. They're great at cutting promos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're both great at cutting promos. And and that's what a lot of this Jake Paul thing is he's cutting promos. He's taunting Mike Tyson. And I don't think has anyone ever taunted Mike Tyson this bad that you can remember?
No, not like this. Not like this. This
like,
isn't
I feel like you're poking
a
bear.
Yes. Because even if all of this is sort of like, hey, Mike, this is what I'm going to do.
Right.
I mean, like, this is what I'm going to do, just so you're not mad. You get in that ring, and even if you have some type of agreement, you punch Mike Tyson, I feel like all of a sudden he gonna forget all about any agreement that you had.
Maybe we're being hopeful that he pulls this out. Maybe we're being hopeful that old man Mike Tyson, just like LeBron James is out there representing 40-year-olds.
Right.
All of us want Mike Tyson to beat Jake Paul. We all want that. I just don't know. I don't know how this works.
But it could be that Jake Paul takes him down. I don't know. This is just the craziest last couple days. I wasn't that excited about this for a while, and now I'm stupidly excited for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson tonight on Netflix, hopefully for no extra charge. Oh, boy. Let's come back on a sports show and maybe talk a little bit more about it, and then we'll get the hell out of here on a Friday. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Yup. There's a burp. Bring it on. Susan, you're going to protect me? No, thank you. Right? See? Kevin, George Foreman was good at an older age. This could be... This could be something. I don't know, man. Tonight's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. Or it's going to be over in like 2 seconds. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. It's going to be wild. Not going to need that. That's why we don't tape that up anymore. Tape. What does it do for the greater good? So messy. I think we could probably get rid of the Valentine's thing with Brent Axe on it, I would imagine. Right? I feel like people that are fired, we could probably like get rid of like the Dino Babers picture. We don't need that goof up here anymore, right? That smiling son of a bitch. It's free, Jackson. It's supposed to be free if you have a Netflix subscription, but what level or tier Netflix subscription you have is probably going to be how you watch it. You might have to get like the whatever, because I know with Peacock there's levels, and I bet it's whatever the highest level of Netflix is that you have to get. I would bet. Why are we out there beeping horns so loud when you're doing a show? Nick Main, horn beeper. What? Sorry, I'm still on. Out there.
You suck at this.
No. Oh. Yeah, there's somewhere else that's streaming it for free, and I forget. Well, commercials. There shouldn't be commercials, Susan. Hopefully, I would imagine there's not commercials. But I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do tonight. I don't know what they're going to do tonight. This time I meant to go long. I timed this out properly this time. I know the timing, it seems like it's off, but I actually timed this out the way I wanted to. I wanted the last break to really be nothing. So that worked out well. All right, guys, let's get the hell out of here. See you. All right, I'll probably whistle line before I say goodbye. Thank you guys for watching for another week. I love you. Okay, goodbye. See you Monday. Love you. Bye. Enjoy the fight and SU games.
Look at weekend because weekends were. All you ladies, clap your hands, stomp your feet, and grab your man.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a weekend we are gonna have around here, guys. A very sportsy weekend. You've got, I mean, it's just a mundane announcement later. I'm telling you right now, Melo's kid's coming here. You're hearing here for, you can hear just, I'm not even worried. I don't even know why this is being a big deal. He's coming here. Trust me. He's coming here. I got no doubt in my mind. But, I mean, you can pay attention to all that because we will cover all of it. Don't you worry about that. And then Jake Paul, Mike Tyson tonight. I am going to go for the crazy. I think Jake Paul wins by decision. I think he decisions him. I don't think he knocks Tyson out. I don't think Tyson knocks him out. So we'll see. Hopefully I'm so wrong. And then if you want a lot of really awesome college basketball on tonight, before we get into college sports tomorrow, Cuse Cal is on. You'll get all the coverage here tomorrow, as well as Cuse and what is it, Youngstown State. That'll be happening as well. So make sure you're keeping everything locked here for all that coverage. coverage. And then Sunday with all the NFL games, you are definitely going to see a Bills victory. We're going to come back Monday and we're going to talk about how the Bills have handed the Chiefs their first loss of the season. Right? Buffalo wings for all. And then we'll make fun of the Cowboys on Monday as we're getting ready for Cowboys Monday Night Football. Oh, sorry, I almost dry heaved again. All right, enjoy the 315 with Brian Higgins. He's up next. He's going to cover all the things for you. I'm out of here. I'm going to put my pants back on just so I can get home and take them back off. It's a sports show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1.